Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. In this tutorial, we will cover how to set up a data loading pipeline from AWS S3 into Snowflake using an AWS Lambda function triggered by S3 events. This allows you to automatically load data into Snowflake whenever a new file is uploaded to an S3 bucket. Prerequisites: 1 AWS account. You need an AWS account to create Lambda functions, S3 buckets, and IAM roles. 2 Snowflake account. You need access to a Snowflake account where you can create a database and a table. 3 AWS CLI, installed and configured with appropriate permissions. 4 Snowflake Python connector. This will be used in the Lambda function to connect to Snowflake. Step 1. Setting up S3 bucket. 1. Create an S3 bucket. Go to the AWS S3 console. Click on Create Bucket. Give it a unique name, example my-snowflake-data-bucket. Configure other settings as per your requirements and create the bucket. 2. Upload a sample file. Upload a sample CSV file to the S3 bucket that you will later load into Snowflake. Step 2. Create a Snowflake database and table. 1. Log into Snowflake. Use your Snowflake credentials to log in. 2. Create a database and schema. 3. Create a table. Step 3. Set up IAM role for Lambda. 1. Create an IAM role. Go to the IAM console in AWS. Create a new role with the following: Trusted Entity, AWS Lambda. Attach Policies, AWS Lambda Basic Execution Role, Amazon S3 Read-Only Access. Note down the ARN of the role. Step 4. Create the Lambda function. 1. Create a Lambda function. Go to the AWS Lambda console. Click on Create Function. Choose Author from scratch. Name your function, example S3 to Snowflake Loader. Select the runtime, Python 3.x. Assign the IAM role you created earlier. 2. Add S3 trigger. In the Lambda function configuration, add a trigger for S3. Choose the bucket you created earlier and set the event type to All Object Create Events. 3. Lambda function code. Below is a sample code you can use for your Lambda function. 4. Set environment variables. In the Lambda function configuration, set the following environment variables. Snowflake_account, your Snowflake account name. Snowflake_user, your Snowflake username. Snowflake_password, your Snowflake password. Snowflake_database, your Snowflake database name. Snowflake_schema, your Snowflake schema name. Snowflake_table, your Snowflake table name. 5. Add the Snowflake connector layer. To use the Snowflake Python connector, you may need to create a Lambda layer or package the connector with your deployment package. Step 5. Testing the setup. 1. Upload a new file. Upload a new CSV file to the S3 bucket. 2. Check the Lambda logs. Go to CloudWatch logs for your Lambda function to check if the function executed successfully and data was loaded into Snowflake. 3. Query Snowflake. Run a query in Snowflake to verify the data has been loaded. Conclusion: you have now set up an automated data loading pipeline from AWS S3 to Snowflake using AWS Lambda. This system will allow you to react to new data being uploaded to S3, automatically ingesting it into your Snowflake data warehouse. Additional considerations: error handling. Implement more robust error handling in the Lambda function. Security. Manage IAM roles and permissions carefully. Monitoring. Set up CloudWatch alarms for monitoring the Lambda function's performance and errors. Feel free to customize this example to fit your specific use case.